Carl.
What up? Y'all know what time it is. We're about to get into some of this gangster conversation. So if you're a real one and you like to roll with the real niggas, you already know what to do. Tap in, you know what I mean? Hang out with your guys. But if you one of them other sucker type of niggas, you know we sucker duckers over here. You feel what I'm saying? So you can stick your head in your own ass, motherfucker. Gangster conversation is in session.
All my life I've been in and out of hell. LOL. Now every day of my life I get mail. LOL. Chasing money got me in and out of jail. LOL. It feel good to have money for the bail. LOL. Gangsta conversation, talk in the hood, got an opinion, period. We gon' give it to you straight. Henny with no chaser in it. Gangsta conversation, talk in the hood, got an opinion, period. We gon' give it to you straight. Henny with no chaser in it.
I'm on the block like McHale, so fuck with it. Look, see, I'ma tap into your network, upload God and make the fucking password. What? The mighty man I am. The mighty man I am. Nigga, you see me shining. All praise to him, I'm testifying.
818-987-4995, I'm that plug. Credit card, EBT, grams of weed, I show you love, just bang my line. Yeah, just bang my line, just bang my line. Got what you need, just bang my line. Yeah, chase that bag, just bang my line.
I'm in the hood getting dope, believe me, gotta stay fresh and G. Only Z Dons putting extras, they wanna ride with me. Ain't no hating, y'all can ride with me. I'm in the hood getting dope, believe me, gotta stay fresh and G. Only Z Dons putting extras, they wanna ride with me. Ain't no hating, y'all can ride with me.
The many secrets of our life is embedded like tattoos. The dues that we choose subdue the avenues. We dwelling in the devilish acts of life's chord. It's hard to maintain but not hard to hide your scars. Many secrets of our life is embedded like tattoos. The dues that we choose subdue the avenues. We dwelling in the devilish acts of life's chord. It's hard to maintain but not hard to hide.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to GC Podcast. Most of y'all know it as Gangsta Conversation Podcast. We here on this hump day. It's Wednesday, so y'all know we blessed to make it to this part. Hope everybody make it to the weekend. Y'all know what we do on this day. We had a prison report with the homie DJ from Compton. We talk about local news. We talk about topics that affect us all as a culture, as a race, and as a people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on. So the homies got things they want to say. Tap in and discuss with y'all. I have some things I want to tap in with y'all with. So with no further ado, I'm gonna bring the homies and let them say they what's ups and what's good. How everybody feeling?
What's going on?
What's good with the homies, man? How you doing? How everybody doing, man?
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah, it seems like I ain't seen you niggas in forever, man.
You know.
You gotta see us in your memory sometime, nigga. You know what I mean? You can hit that note, bang that horn, talk to a nigga. You know we good.
It's real. Shit, bang that line.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no doubt, man. I was occupied this weekend for sure. Wasn't able to make the show. I had a job to knock down, but it's pretty cool, Had to deal with some punk rockers. But it turned out pretty cool, man. The event was, the weekend event was like A1. My first time ever doing a punk rock concert,
Right.
Different group of people, different mentality, they chill. I mean, they chill. They just, they vibe. They vibe.
They not aliens, they human beings, my nigga. You feel me? It's like they just enjoy a different sound of music. Feel me?
God, all that. God, that's what I mean by that. They different chilling. Yeah, no doubt. I ain't excluding from that. I mean, they ain't never getting excluded from that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just different. It's like
you saying like it's different. Yeah, it's definitely different.
To be from what we used to be an environment like that is very different. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they they function, you know what I'm saying? But they got their style, man. And you know, that's what I was digging about it is, you know, it was cool, man. It wasn't no disrespect or none of that. Everything was respectful, you know, both ways around. So you know, it was cool, man. It was all right.
I had a pretty cool weekend. Stayed out the way.
You stayed out the way all weekend. That's always a good weekend. You out the way. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little tell about it.
That's smart. That's a wise man there. What you do, P? Well, I mean, you know.
Back in, right, Smiley? You still coaching this summer? Or you gonna be coaching this football season coming up, should I say?
Yeah, I mean, if they want, my little cousins want to play something this year. If they don't, I'm still gonna see what's going on.
Oh, okay. I was finna say, nigga, if they don't play, you ain't coaching no more. Fuck the community. Fuck the community.
You abandon the community, yeah.
Right now, man, you know, once they start calling me Coach Smart, give me another lane to go step into.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of crazy shit on the news. Just tripping off the they talking about the election, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna be running? We know it's 2 years away, you know what I'm saying, based off Biden track record of what he's been doing, which haven't been much. It don't seem like he's gonna be the
Coming
candidate.
back.
You know what I mean? The candidate running again, but when you say he's not going to be there, then who are we saying is going to be there? You know what I'm saying? Is it any politician that we know of right now who speak to our hearts, who our mentality, our movement, our way of thinking shit should go in the future, like the people's way? Who will we put there? Because if it's not him, then we will have to just accept some new face that they throw to us and tell us this is the one.
That's most likely what's gonna happen. You know, I hate to say it. You know, I believe in the first term, you're not gonna get everything you want done anyway. You know, it always happens. You know, you get that second, you have to get that second
All
vote.
right. Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
You say that, right?
Yeah.
And you sound very confident when you said it, but where you get that information from?
From what I see.
What, that a president get in there and don't do nothing in their first term?
I mean, he can do as much as they allow him to do, what he's allowed to do. You see what I'm saying? And
so what
he
when the nigga is saying like what they allow him to do, so the president got bosses, is what you saying?
Yeah. Even though it's only so much a person can do without approval.
I wanna address this. Keep skating, salute. David Medina, salute. Thank you guys for being. You know, you missed a couple of shows. As long as you here on this one, man, conversate with us. Let us know your feelings on the topics we're talking about. If you feel anything about it, you know what I'm saying? But keep skating. He said Bernie Sanders is the best candidate for blacks, better than black candidates. Now, you saying better than black candidates that you know of, or just better than the black candidate, period? Keep skating. But I just don't know. I think Bernie Sanders is too old. Like we think Biden old. You know what I'm saying? If everybody think Joe Biden's old, then Bernie Sanders got to be fucking too old.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders almost pushing 80.
You know what I'm saying? I know out of Atlanta, it was a candidate, Kevin Lyles was pushing the candidate, and I hate that the name escapes me, because when I seen it, I went and did a little research, and I hate when a name escapes me. But I'm sure sometime through the show I'm gonna come up with it. But Kevin Liles was pushing the candidate. I think he was out of Atlanta. But they were saying he was gonna be the next president, you know, type of candidate. He was gonna be our next black president. So hopefully I can remember the name and I can reiterate that to y'all, and we can all follow him and see if he is what we looking for. You know, and not just because he black. When I with black
Come
candidates,
here.
you know what I'm saying? It be what I look for in a black candidate is somebody I can relate to, like somebody who I feel like probably you went through it and you know what it's like to be our type of black.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think black is black no more. You feel me?
There's cut to it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, and that's going and that's going lead to our conversation after the prison report. After we come back in for the prison report, we're gonna get on our real topic of the day, which is I'm not gonna even say it. We're gonna let that lie until we come to it. But you know, I don't think that black is black no more, and it's all segregated. So you know, I'm looking for in a candidate, especially a black candidate, somebody who can relate to where a certain class of people or ethnicity, color come from, so they don't judge it off of what they assume. But you know what it's like to really know what it's like, because I think a certain class of people, Hispanic as well, get outcast or get X out of society plans,
Right.
because the people who's making the plans don't really know what it's like for them in the areas and the cultures and the neighborhoods they grow up in. They don't really know what it's like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely no candidate that I see to
Well,
be run. What you
I
say?
haven't been following it like that though. I haven't been following it, so I'm listening to y'all like dialogue about it, but I'm gonna have to start checking in on that. I like the little bit I see far as his approval and all that. You know, that fluctuates, of course. I think every that gets an approval rate fluctuates. Somebody satisfied, somebody not satisfied. You can't please them all at one time. That's just never going to happen. So whether they do good on their first term or their second term, again, this is a situation where you try to do something, make change. You think you pleasing something, but again, somebody gonna be pissed off about it.
Yeah.
You think you're doing something right, somebody gonna be pissed off about it. So when you know you can't please everybody, just do the best you can, man. Do what you know you need to be done, man, and you know you good. You know, don't worry about the back talk, because again, back talk gonna come. Whether you're doing good or bad, back talk gonna come. Whether you
Oh, yeah.
help this person but didn't get to this group of it's gonna come, my nigga. You know, but don't let it discourage you. You got to keep pushing forward.
Right. Good evening, Janella Williams, for tapping in with us. She shouted out to the panel. They talking about already impeaching him, like after, you know what I'm saying? After he's president for crimes that they say he committed. You know why? This shit is so crazy to where it feel like this is what our politics is really going to be coming to. Like every president from here on out is going to be accused of some type of heinous crime. Impeachment gonna be an asterisk on all presidencies to come, and it's just stupid. You know what I mean? To where they having they little spat at the same time. It's laws and shit getting shifted around and passed and not passed as they play a game with the people, with the American people. They up in there having little tit for tat with they self. You know what I'm saying? Just like the veterans who was trying to get health care for the exposed burning, like the exposed burners and shit, right?
Toxic
Now,
situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I think they should get that. Like off top, you should think a veteran should have health care any fucking way. What is that about? You know what I'm saying? But they tried to get the bill passed. And then they got the Republicans saying, hell yeah, we'll pass that bill. But when they bring the bill up for the vote, they slide other shit up under it. $4 billion worth of other shit up under it. Knowing, see, the American people might be naive to not know there's laws under every law that mean big. And we vote on that main top law and we never really know what the moves they making under behind the scenes. But the Republicans do. And they like, we're not gonna let y'all slide that $4 billion worth of shit by us. Get rid of that and we'll pass the law for the veterans.
Right.
And I just think it's fucked up that the Democrats will play the game with the veterans' health. And then try to make us feel like, oh, the Republicans won't pass this law. Well, it's why y'all slide that slick shit under there that they wasn't trying to pass or that they wasn't even fucking with. You knew they wasn't fucking with it.
You know, my thing is, I don't even understand why veterans got to even go through shit like this, period, off top, right? Off top. You respected the men and women that served at that time when they served, you appreciated them for they doings. You appreciated that, right? At that time, they was part of making sure shit was right, so we didn't have to endure no fucked up shit. Now they're in a position to where they down and out. So when they get to that point, it's like the people forget all about them. Like, fuck what they done. Fuck them medals. Okay, so he did that in woo time. Hold up, that's a veteran. Why you think they call vets? It's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of something like I want to read to y'all that I want to talk, man. It's pretty much on this topic, like how we got so much to give to other people, but we don't got shit to give to us, our people.
But you got to understand something. The type of country we dealing with.
What we dealing with?
You know, you got when you got a country that's divided upon races. It's hard to expect for them to look out for their own. They look out for complete strangers than they own. It's like we see that every day.
I mean, I get that if you was talking about dealing with people to people, but see, it's the answer be in the design of where you living and how you living. See, not you. When I say people tend to look at this shit as if this is a country, and you think things should be ran in moral standards of country. But what do we know about America? It's a corporation.
Yeah.
So it's hard trying to align values and caring with making money. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like America, the corporation, is trying to make money. The people who stand behind the puppet strings, they trying to get bread. Now, they trying to keep people satisfied along the way with a lot of shit that they doing, but it's hard to align morals with making money, no matter in most jobs, in most of anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like I say, in a lot of shits, we look for shit to be treated as more moral value as country, legislations, and all this shit that means something. That shit is just the game. That shit is just the monopoly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit is. I was talking to my wife about this shit. I was like, it's crazy, right? America talk to you and they make you feel like what's going on in America is the whole world. You feel me? They make you feel like it's the whole world when America talk. Like they running what's going on in these other countries, and we know they don't. You know what I'm saying? But they will tell you, they will tell you that, oh, the world is overpopulated. Is it really? Well, how come China have cities just built already waiting for population?
Yeah.
See, do y'all feel America is overpopulated? Is that what you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
we as we look at it as in the world. We make the problem that's heavy on purpose. We make it not so heavy on us. Like it ain't just us. But it is America only talking to us. They can't speak for these other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's some real shit, but we tend to think that everything be all right. We tend to think that everything okay. Last Sunday show, Rhyme's son said when he watched the news to go watch the news he's supposed to watch. Meaning, when they tell him that bullshit, he read between the lines and go see what's popping in Syria, or go see what's popping in China, or go see what's popping in Korea, because he understands enough to where he can see where, okay, if they saying this is happening, then that means we finna have problems with this place. So let me go over here and see what they talking about.
Yeah. Right.
And most of us don't do that. Like most people don't watch the news like that. Most people watch Channel 5 News, and guess what? All they watch is Channel 5 News.
Yeah.
Some people
watch BBC, CNN. They got channels.
But the point I'm saying is that most people watch news for their favorite news crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for the direct of or the correctness of the news. It's for the favorite crew. So when Rhyme's son said he watched that news to see what news he should be paying attention to, I was like, that's a hell of a tactic, and that make a lot of sense. Like you could chase down a lot of the come by having an understanding of what sanctions and what laws and what issues we have with these different places that we call allies.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is that all these places are they allied with America because America can show people how to make term commerce, my nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because we a corporation, bro. We're England's factory, bro.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy you said that, right? Because for us to be a corporation, they had to send their people to scout and find a place to set up shop.
Hey, his name was Amerigo Vespucius. And for him to do what he did, they named this motherfucker America.
After him.
Amerigo. Yeah, bro.
History of motherfucker, boy. All you got to do is take a little time and do a little research, just a little reading. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. Nothing that's going to out your day and detour your day. You'd be surprised what you come up with. Trust
me. Salute G2GOD stepped. Cali Vera stepped in the building from Argentina. Salute. But yeah, man, you know, those things be happening. You know, I think about them. I be paying attention to all this shit that niggas be saying they ain't got time for. You know what I mean? You're too fly to have time to find out what's going on. You too fly to find out if a bomb finna drop your motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? Or you too fly to find out about the money, the $1 billion that they said they have for the homeless in Los Angeles. Where was that $1 billion at, man?
I'm gonna read some shit about what you're speaking on. That's why it's tickling me right now. I'm you know, after we do our shit, but man, it's crazy, boy. It's crazy.
But you feel me? People make excuses for that, but yet, you know, they don't have no answers for those things that involve them. Like, because in the end of the day, a motherfucker, like, I don't give a fuck about what's going on around here. All right, you don't know. Say you have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Man, we need to really get out here and try to clean up these streets, man. Get some of these dudes off the streets, man, and get them in places. And so, you know, when these kids walking to school and shit, they got a clean path to go to, right? And you like, man, fuck them, man. As long as the motherfuckers stay downtown, I ain't worried about it, right? Your daughter graduate high school and her first job is downtown.
Now you concerned.
Now you concerned, and that's what that's how most people get concerned, because see, now you done put everybody to push the problem into one designated area, but that designated area is still commerce. See, they don't care about them people on the street. They don't care. Them people ain't nothing. Them people is the part of commerce that they can get rid of. You know what I'm saying? They gonna COVID-19 your ass and monkeypox you to death until all the motherfuckers gone.
Straight up. Better read it. Hey, boy, pay attention.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But that's how that shit work, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. When a motherfucker addressing some shit now because he could see something for later, don't wait to get on it later, because then, like me and DJ always say, it'll be too late by then, nigga.
What?
It's not
Late,
time,
my nigga.
If we speaking on it, probably already too late.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then that's why two, before we get into the prison report, that's why I like to give information out there.
Hey, April, how you doing?
Go follow up. I ain't gonna give it all to you, because if this shit really interests you, and you the type of person that rocks with this type of show and the shit that nigga, you know what I mean, you gonna want to go follow up and get that information and learn that shit, because you know it do affects people. Keep Skating said, hold on, I'm gonna read G2GOD, because this is one of the best chats of the day. Every time he step in, this is how he step in. He say, what it do, fellas? Blessing to everyone in the chat. The problem with black people candidates is that they can never get enough cooperation in politics set up to fail. That's true. I you know what I mean? And salute. I thought it was one of your regular intros, but no, it's the truth with black candidates. They never get enough cooperation. What's going on? Cooperation in politics. And they are set up to fail. But that's the whole thing about our people, trying to get them to understand what politics is. Like politics is hustle. You know what I'm saying? Politics is hustle. So if a motherfucker want to explain politics, most people explain hustle, explain 3-card Molly. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, I'm showing you something, but that's only to show you what's really about to happen. You not finna see.
Right.
That's
because you sleep with your eyes open. Right.
And if you could realize that that's politics, then you will realize that, okay, I need to start looking for what I ain't seeing.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if they tell me something, then what they ain't telling me, I look for that then, instead of just they telling me.
It's that knowledge they chose to embrace when they first awarded with it, right? People can be awarded with the best of knowledge ever. Right. Too hard to accept it. Too much pride to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? But when they do leave, it being they, I know that motherfucker was saying some real shit, but again, you just confirmed you're on top of the nigga that's telling you that it's real. But you still do some bullshit. You know, shit's crazy, man. So designed to just run into the wall and just let them run. You know what I'm saying? It's like the toy you wind up and pull the thing out and just let that motherfucker run until it ain't gonna go no more.
Right. Facts. But hey, y'all know what time it is, and we staying on time. It's your boys with the Prison Report, the homie DJ from Compton. Like I always say, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, open up your ears and catch a bar.
You now tapping into the Prison Report with DJ from Compton.
Hey, y'all got something to say about Compton? Janking is when you jack somebody, man.
Salute to the homies that's in behind them walls, doing their time, doing their thing, man. Y'all do y'all shit, get on home. Homegirls too, all y'all. Come on home, man. We know y'all. For sure, most definitely. I got a few things I'm gonna share with y'all. Almost 600 youth are trapped in a juvenile prison system on brink of collapse. The agency is so understaffed that teens have reported spending up to 23 hours locked in cells using water bottles to urinate and shit like that. Crazy shit, man. Texas. That's what's going on in Texas right now. Former correctional officer charged with smuggled contraband into Brooklyn federal jail. Defendant allegedly attempted to provide nearly 10 ounces of marijuana to an inmate at a metropolitan detention center. Man, trying to get his bread. 10 correctional officers injured in a prison melee. This is in Coxsackie, brawl at Coxsackie Correctional Facility on Monday, resulting in injuries. At least 10 personnel were injured. So I don't know what that melee was about, but we're gonna tap back into that though. What else we got? Oh, another situation. Richland County correctional officer arrested for sexual assault following sheriff's request for an investigation. Crazy shit, man. I was in a pen with an officer, man, that killed himself when the got on him about his little sexualization. That shit crazy. Another story. 2 Georgia correctional officers charged with bringing contraband into a jail. 2 correctional officers in a Borough County are in custody following a GBI investigation into allegedly they brought contraband into the jail. So you know, them the few stories I got right there, man. Most of them you see is on officers, you know, out there today, man. Let's talk about something. See what y'all got on y'all mind.
Hey, nigga caught some of that. Most of it was going in and out. Your service was bad as fuck, bro. So
all right, look, I'm gonna log out and log back in real quick.
You sound right now.
Oh, okay.
But your shit was doing a little max headroom. Now I'm gonna start off chopping up with you about the 600 youth locked in that prison with them terrible conditions. Now, what's the reason for them being trapped in there? Like, are they trapped, or this is what they saying they trapped? Some type of the storm? Did the storm trap them? You know what happened?
Okay, so it's 5 lockups that are dangerously understaffed. Now, we even talked about this quite a few times that, you know, they don't have staff to, you know, run prison programs, juvenile facilities and shit like that, right? So they say it's 5 lockups that are dangerously understaffed, an ongoing problem that worsened dramatically last year when it overturned rate hit 70%. The state has directly tried to recruit employees, but most new hires are gone within 6 months. And I can find that to be true because, again, I've been on a yard where they have the cadets walk the yard before they start their shit and give them a tour in full gear, and riots break out on the yard before they can even start. They see them motherfuckers get their head open, shot, and all kind. They run. Guess where they go? They go home. They don't come back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know, man. That shit is not for everybody. Like they say, construction not for everybody. Driving trucks not for everybody. Correctional, that's not for everybody.
Okay,
you know
but as you know, you bring this situation to the table, and these kids are going through these situations because understaffing. Then it got to be some type of emergency, you know what I mean, some type of emergency plan that goes into effect like that, right?
There is no emergency plan. You know what an emergency plan is if you locked up, you know what the emergency plan is if we was to get invaded?
Yeah, lock the cells.
No. You're already locked in the cells. I'm asking you, the CDC policy, if we was to get invaded and you're locked up, guess what's gonna
They
happen?
gas in the cell.
They gassing you out. Everybody in them cells getting gassed out.
Yep.
Why?
Hey.
Because they feel niggas gonna turn on them because they already been
Yep.
invaded. Oh no, we bang,
Yep.
we y'all. You know what I'm saying? But again,
They don't care about that.
Y'all will be a threat to society. They feel prisoners to be a threat to society. Y'all will be the first one easily to switch sides and shit like that in those cases.
But look at it. If we being invaded, there's no switching sides. We being invaded, they killing everything over here. They don't give a fuck what you are, who you are. They don't give a fuck if you rich, you locked down. They don't give a you. They come to invade.
Historically, when people have invaded towns and things like that, they go to the jails to see if any of the criminals will want to join with them.
Used to. Old school law. Way old school. Option. You want to go join? You want to go fight? You make it home? You get this knocked off.
Hey, killing another nigga old school don't stop a nigga from still practicing.
Man. Hey, they cold. Like I said, like we talk about all the time, there's laws that's being voted on that we have no control over the vote. It was just voted in. We don't find out about it until it's done.
No, I mean, honestly, we do be having some, like I say, now always go back to this law, Proposition 187. And I remember Proposition 187 because I remember all the niggas thinking the Mexicans was finna have to go back to Mexico. I remember this shit. And they was gonna have to pay for school. Y'all remember this shit? They was talking about Hispanics was gonna have to pay for school and all that shit. About what was this, the 90s? What was this, late 90s, early 2000s, around there? And I remember this shit.
Yeah.
And they had 3 strikes under that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was something riding, it was some prison shit riding on that shit. And that shit passed, and no, affirmative action was riding on that shit. Affirmative action was riding on the Proposition 187 law.
Right.
But motherfuckers voting on it. And then because they thought that on some self-righteous shit, thinking the Mexicans was gonna have to go back to Mexico, bro. Or start paying for school and all that shit, right? And then nigga, affirmative action, no affirmative action, nigga, to where you could just get fired now. Like right now, you could be fired. Motherfucker don't gotta tell you nothing.
Yeah. No cause of action, no nothing. It's fire at will or some shit like that.
Yeah, because motherfuckers didn't understand. And you thought just, like I say, people think one law, like, oh, this the law. No, it's always laws written under the law. It's under laws, always. And those be the ones that's probably most important to these urban communities and shit like that, where the money go.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
That's real. On some other shit though, I want to talk about. You said out of all your stories, you had spoke on 3 cops bringing drugs into the prison. So we just gonna talk about their ass in the hole.
Right.
I'm knowing that this ain't nothing new. Cops bringing shit into the prison. You know what I'm saying? My thing would be, it's like, it would be hard for me to trust a cop that brings shit into the prison. Because I wouldn't know if he trying to, for one, set me up, or 2, use me to set me up when it comes to his benefit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to let a dirty cop know he could get something on you was like the worst. That's worse than a clean cop knowing.
Right.
So I would have like, trust issues, like, to be able to.
You would have to know how to play it. Again, it's about knowing who is who and what's what. You know what I'm saying? Because again, locked up, but we you know, a lot of things still apply that's on the street. So it is no different. Whether you inmate or you a worker, all that shit is the same on the street. Whether you got a job here or you don't got a job here, there's a connect somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And by all means, we connect. And be so, you know, when you make that connect, you know you got a solid connect. The connect is on, and you don't make a connect without having no insurance on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you don't do.
Right.
I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead.
Excuse me. Go on and finish right now. I'll read it.
Like motherfucker tell you like just out the blue. I got the shit. Well, what you know what I'm saying? You don't jump on no shit like that. Like, motherfucker, who you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know, but you got people that would thinking they didn't came up. Yeah. But all the time, that's that one that's, you know, planting them seeds. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know, man, be mindful. You got to know what you're doing. That's all.
Right. G2GOD said. Right. The homie say, the sad part, old as America is, the prison system still as bad as it is. Like the whole world moved forward except behind the wall, still treating non-whites like animals. Black eye for America. And that's facts. That's a black eye for America. But see, I think it's a black eye America accepts. You know what I mean? America, the people, most of the people accept it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The average American, the average person don't care what really goes on with criminals, people who commit crimes. You know what I'm saying? A gangbanger, a thug, or whatever the case. Like, it's so many people in America that just feel like they all need to be in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no it's people who feel like there's no redemption for these kind of people. So, and a lot of America is built on that, because if they already feel there's no redemption for them people on top, they come from lineage that said they were better than you. You know what I'm saying? It's so many connections to the wise. Like, but I be thinking it's more white. Like we shouldn't be asking the whys. We should be accepting the no. You know what I'm saying? We should be accepting the no. We shouldn't be asking the whys, because we know the whys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And, like, one thing to go to the Trump administration, right? To talk about all this, like, because see, motherfuckers like, how could you speak on the Trump administration? Because Trump administration still exudes violence today. The Trump administration opened up a box that we was trying to close on America. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to close that racist box, that hateful box. And the one thing the Trump administration did was open that back up. In spite of what all the good things people feel he did or whatever, I'm not even talking about all that. I'm talking about just what he did to the people, what his administration and what his term in office did to the people. It opened up a box. You hear people saying, like you on social media, motherfuckers like, well, I was born and raised to, you know, I was taught we were better than them. I'm white, white's better, they're not better than me. And it's like that, that's what the kind of shit that was opened up from that shit. And that kind of attitude and projection of self will create a lot of violence out there eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got some percentages on prison, right? Just because off of what DJ had said to me. Remember you told me how it costs pretty much 4 times as much to live in prison than to do to live on the street. And then I went and did the numbers, my nigga, and it's outstanding, right? These I'm gonna give you the numbers from 2015, and then I'm gonna give y'all the numbers where they at from since 2021, right? The price of prison per person in the United States of America is $64,642 per year in 2015. $64,642 a year in the 2015. Nigga, how? For one, how? Nigga, people work. My nigga, it's people who work, keeping a house, got a car, got kids, don't make $60,000 a year, nigga. $60,000 a year, you doing fucking good. Coming from where we come from, right? And they telling me that it costs them that to give the prisons the bullshit that they give them. How? How do the American people that they fear make them pay that amount of money to them people who say that's what it costs per person? Nigga, per person that comes up. Look, this $64,000 a year per person in 2015 comes up to $8.5 billion yearly on the backs of the American peoples. Feel me?
Yeah,
That's 2015. Right now they saying that in 2021 it's over 100 fucking thousand per person.
yeah, that's scary.
Like 12, 13 billion.
They play with the numbers, right? They see again, that's why they had their own unions. A lot of things you're not gonna get up on, right? You don't have the celebrity status invest in these prisons like they are now for nothing. They was put up on.
Hey, but the numbers are lies, bro. The
Yes.
numbers are lies.
Yeah, but
Don't
see
cost
again.
that. Listen, my nigga, they not buying y'all clothes every motherfucking school season and every holiday, and y'all, they not doing all that. Where's all this inflated amount that it costs to incarcerate you? That's a fucking lie, and that's where I was standing on it. Like it's the fact that it do cost that much. It's fucked up. That's like being straight bamboozled the hardest, my nigga.
Right.
It's literally stealing from the American people, my nigga. We know people with families don't make 60,000 a year, but yet they on the streets surviving out here, nigga. You feel me? How the fuck does it cost more than a fucking a family of 5 who stay in a suburb in the middle class neighborhood, 3 cars? How does it cost more than they life to house one nigga or one female? How? How could they explain that, DJ? You spent your time with that motherfucker. Explain how you was a $64,000 a day debt, nigga, a year debt. Explain it.
See again, right? They it's a lot of scamming that shit, my niggas. We just spoke on not long ago when I said about the warden that got escorted by the fix, right? It's when they get people to invest, not telling them everything, but they telling them what they want to hear to make them put that money in there. You know what I'm saying? Again, right? We're nothing. That's why we guinea pig. We consider guinea pigs. We're not. That's just bullshit. Because for them to treat us like that on an invasion of this country, we ain't worth shit. So when they throw them numbers up there like that to try to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's bullshit.
But they getting
You're
that.
not feeding it.
But
yeah,
the thing,
yeah, man, ain't nothing more about.
But they getting that amount though. This is their numbers, nigga. They getting.
Yeah.
This ain't numbers I came up with. This is their numbers. But you tell me, year for year, what went on in that prison to where you was worth 64,000 a year?
See, everything like far as them having to spray, say in a fight, they have to spray pepper spray. They make whatever that costs some crazy dollars. Not no
No, it
normal.
don't.
That's gonna replace
DJ,
that.
you go buy bear spray, my nigga. Bear spray is the worst pepper spray on the fucking planet. I could go buy that shit from Amazon right now. High grade bear spray for fucking $29.99 in the can, my nigga.
We know that, but for them, they say they have to get it from a special place.
I know, but I'm asking you.
Fire a bullet. But that's what I'm saying. So to ring that
but
debt.
I'm asking, what you they saying what they saying, but what do you say where that kind of money is needed? What did you go through? Did you get gold toilets and shit?
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't no gourmet meals and nothing. It wasn't nothing. Them numbers, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing gourmet. What nothing. Listen, my nigga, what nothing name brand we was getting in there. What nut we was getting donated on Christmas. We used to get donated by the churches, right? The churches used to donate bags of peanuts and a bag of candy, right? They was faithful with it. Pins told them, no, y'all can't do it no more, right? We used to get sodas and stuff like that. We used to get those sodas and stuff for like July and New Year's shit, but they stopped it quick, right? They said they spent it, it cost too much. How did it cost
even
too much?
The shit that y'all got free, they stopped it.
Yeah, man, no,
but
they stopped. A lot of shit was getting donated to prisons, and they stopped it, right? Because it was beneficial. They felt it was too beneficial for us, right? But they ring up charges. I was like, I'm telling you, the charges run up each time they have to like spray, shoot, use, run, escort.
When they do that, listen, when they do that, right? I get that, like, right? And I'm sure it still don't come up to no 64,000 a year.
Hell no.
But this goes across America. Like this is America jail. So if something going down in this prison, don't mean it's going down in that prison. Why it cost 64,000 for them? See, that's what I'm saying. Because and the point is, it's like that's the type of shit we deal with. Like the people will fear themselves into paying taxes on this kind of shit, backing this kind of shit,
right?
Even if it costs them, then they even make they self,
right.
It don't make sense, bro.
You know, the stuff that was given to the prisoners was taken and divided amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? It was a few wardens coming down. It was a couple wardens that got took down for and shit like that, right? Living above their means. A lot of officers got took down for living above their means, right? How the fuck y'all got boats and shit out here on the water? Y'all got a house here and a house there. Y'all ain't making that. You know what I mean? But this is how they crack motherfuckers though. They part of that. Okay, when this come, this my cut. That, you know what I'm saying? They part of that. They part of that triangle. You know, so that's it. Yeah.
It's crazy, right? So when I was in Centinela, when they took the warden down, right? Come to find out the warden had
Garcia.
Come to find out the warden had like 15, 20 properties, right? Apartment buildings,
that's
right?
Rosie Garcia.
And it was like they figured out where his money was coming from, right? Come to find out she was taking the money I was sitting there. I was like, damn, like that.
Nigga, the feds gonna walk on the compound.
Boy, this was a warden. Books.
This warden, she hit the yard. She got about 4 lieutenants around sergeants. Huh?
They made TV shows about her. They did a leverage episode about her. And we got some chats though. Keep skating. Say they are lying and pocketing. They are lying and pocketing the money. Corporations all corruption all over the judicial system. G2GOD spoke on the Trump situation. He said what Trump did was trying to provoke a modern day civil war. Society, there's a lot of people who wasn't a part of Jan 6th, but agreed with that move. Facts, and that's what I'm saying. It's like even though he's not the president now, what he did was opened up a box to where that you know where that stank came out and it exists again. You know, not that it ever left, but just it's with more pride.
Hey, my
put
nigga,
pride on that stank.
All he did was go and open up they playbook. That's all. He went in there, dug with my pipe, and opened up the plot. Like this, I can get away with this. You know what I'm saying? That's all he did.
Yeah.
Don't know other. See, when he went in there with lawyers investigating shit. Didn't no other president do what he did. He went in there, found out everything he can do, how far he can go. I want to know
that
about.
Ain't what that's all fine. That ain't what a nigga was talking about. A nigga talking about what he did to the American people.
No doubt. That's why he feels he can get away with that. He took
how do you change humanity with strategy plays? Nah, he allowed people to feel proud of themselves. That's not a script. That's a script straight out of hunky talk, my nigga. Of anything, like to start making white people feel superior or what he called indigenous people. Like that wasn't politics. That was some straight other shit. That was some other shit.
State law. I guarantee you that's state. That's state law. I bet you he dug out some shit that he felt comfortable to push, my nigga, and that's why he pushed it. He ain't stupid, right? He's stupid, but he ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? He gonna test the waters every chance.
Made him feel comfortable to push racism. He felt comfortable to push racism.
All they did was let him open up Pandora's box.
That part.
I mean, like I'm just saying, I'm just talking about how the people.
Pandora's box was already there. They didn't let him do it. It was already there for anybody to open.
But the right one came along and opened it.
Look, check this out. Janella said the prisons was designed as another form of capitalism. Facts. That's what that shit is about, and that's why it cost $64,000 in 2015 and $100,000 in 2021 to house an inmate, and that's more than the average American makes working, bro. Crazy. D2GOD said, I told y'all a while back I was a lieutenant clerk. I worked the budget in exchange for no lockdown for count. Most of that money went to the warden, the lieutenant, and the sergeant. Real spill. Damn. So you worked the job so your check can be split up amongst 3-4 other niggas. Crazy.
And they get them checks. My nigga. I'm telling you, that shit is crazy, man. They get paid. Hey, how they do is that 4 cents an hour, 8 cents an hour. That's not paid. We have a thing called there's a thing called inmate trust fund, right? Thousands should be in there. So what that is like when they take money, restitution, you get shit sent, all that, a certain portion goes to inmate trust fund, right? Then everybody else get their shit. There's so much money in inmate trust fund that we supposed to be able to have events on the yard. Like what was that, Smiley? We used to play basketball tournaments and shit, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to get those. We know the money there. But when we press it, like put the paperwork it goes to, we don't get it. Why? Because they didn't fucked over the money. We see the number because on paper they keep the money on black and white, and I'm just gonna say what it says. Actually, that money is not there.
That's crazy.
That's just like with Riley, you know, when they let like Riley Burgers and all them come to the prisons, right? So they had stopped it for a minute because it's talking about they didn't have no money. During when the warden was there. And then once the warden went to jail, Roddy Burgers and all these KFC, all them charges, all them started popping back. It was like, what? Wait a minute.
Hey,
Find out.
which is crazy in itself, because I'm sure that's crazy in itself though. But before we get up out of the prison report, y'all, I'm gonna read this last comment from the homie G2GOD, and I'm gonna let the homie tap out. He said the budget is astronomical. He said, I know I'm talking dangerous right now, but most of the money never seen prison. Sarge finances whole restaurant, absolutely no overhead. 1,000% profit, right hand of God. That's crazy as fuck. Hey, dog,
Yeah, a lot of them. That's what they mean.
that was another episode of the Prison Report with the homie DJ from Compton. Again, that shit was some information I didn't know. And if y'all knew, then salute to you. If you didn't know, please share that shit. Look up that shit. Follow up on it. If it interests you, make sure the world can be a little different or a little better just because you tried. You know what I'm saying? But give me a minute and we finna you know what I'm saying, get back to it with some more of this gangster conversation.
Appreciate y'all for tapping in on that. Always we gonna have something new for y'all and something very interesting to share. It's crazy, the officers, caught up for bringing drugs in. Then one officer with the sexual assault charge and all that, but they claim we the animals and we that don't trust us, man. They dirt in the lot. So we'll talk about that on the next. So we appreciate y'all tapping in this conversation. Love y'all.
You now tapping into the Prison Report with DJ from Compton.
Hey, y'all got something to say about Compton? Yanking is when you jack somebody, man.
Yeah. What it do, y'all? We back, and y'all know we still in full effect. It's your boys with the GC podcast. I was the homie DJ with another episode of the Prison Report. So, like always, man, tap in with us. Let us know what's going on in your city, your state, your neck of the woods. Let us know what's popping with the prison situations, the police situations. Let's try to get to some solutions that help us all. You know what I mean? Something that we can all use and motivate in all these neck of the woods we at. You know what I'm saying? Because our platform and our chat board come and our co-hosts come from all over. So, let's talk about it a little bit more, y'all. We been trying to get y'all a part of this prison report. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all start rocking with us. G2GOD, send a salute. Great show, DJ. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Appreciate you, G2GOD. For sure. Salute, champ.
I got the last topic for the day, man, which is to me the topic for the day. And it's black people don't like black people. And I'm convinced of it. And I'm finna prove a point that I can't prove with DJ because talk to the nigga about it. I wish somebody had the link so we could use this experiment, but I'm gonna use mine. And Smiley.
Yeah.
Tell me something. I need you to be honest.
Yeah.
Why you don't like black people?
You know me, man. Me personally, I judge a person on how a person come at it. If you come correct, you come with common sense, I'm gonna treat you with common sense. But if you come ignorant, that's that's a different story.
But you said people. You say you judge people like that, but why you don't like black people though?
I don't like those who don't like me.
Nah.
If you don't like me, hey.
Lie. I think that's a lie. Have you?
No,
I think that's a lie, my nigga. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's a lie, my nigga. Right? So every nigga you banged on, knew you had a problem, you had a personal problem with him, just personally? Nah, you didn't.
Nah.
See, listen, my nigga, let me tell you something.
That's a good question. I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, and this is the shit me and DJ was sitting up there talking about why it's really obvious that black people don't like black people. Because when a black person, most 99% of us can look back at any of our issues, dramas, hates, hurt, and it's only against black people.
Damn.
All banging, all the murder. Nigga, why?
Yeah.
You hate black people. Just keep it real.
Yeah.
So much.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I never
DJ
really looked at it like that.
I hate black people. Like, because we just can't every black person hate me. I can't feel nobody love me. Because we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't quit killing each other, nigga.
Yeah.
We can't quit doing everything that go on with us to each other, my nigga.
Yeah.
Who you sell drugs to, my nigga? Yeah, you ain't gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time, you know, like I'm saying, right? At one point, when you run in the streets and you doing what you're doing, your prime, whatever, you know, your life is different.
Yeah.
Right? You don't understand the whole lot of shit you do. You know what you're doing, but you don't understand what you do.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody fully understanding their prime, what they doing and what they up against on that path, what they think. We all thought we did. You know what I'm saying? And you
well, all right, tell
realize,
me, DJ, I want to debunk that, bro. I want to debunk that. I want to fucking debunk that because I think that was one of them excuses. That was one of the shells we got to hide on. We didn't know. Okay, so you telling me a nigga didn't know he was finna get in the car with a gun, go drive over to where some niggas that they claim the different shit and we don't like that, and try to kill one of them niggas. Nigga didn't know none of those steps.
Now listen what I'm saying. I said we knew what we was doing, but we didn't know. Right?
That's no such thing.
That's just it.
No
right?
such thing no more. As a grown man, that's no such thing. It's knowing something and I know something and I don't know. That shit don't even make sense.
This is what I mean by that. This is what I mean by that. In your time, in our time, right? What did we rather do more? Hang with the homies or stay in the house with the family? When the family wants to sit and watch, what did we do? What was our choice? In the street. Disregarded what family wanted to do as a whole to go hang with some negative. So we knew what we was doing, but we didn't know what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? And when I say we don't know what we was doing, we don't know
the consequences. We knew what we was doing, didn't know the consequences.
Yeah.
See, that's a totally different thing. And niggas be giving themselves I didn't no, you knew. Nigga, you knew what color you knew what hood you claimed, you knew what enemy was the enemy, you knew what all that shit was. You knew that was black life you was taking, you knew all that shit. And niggas were, you knew, you fucking knew. If you was gonna get some pussy, you knew. And niggas can't have that excuse no more, my nigga, because it give these other niggas time, feel like they got time to grow up and do wild shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see now, excuse now, and not to take nothing from the mental ill, but see, that's what they try to use when they get caught. You normal, you perfectly normal up until this point now. Now you claim this and that. Now you've been going through this and that. Come on, my nigga, that's never no problem, no issue in your run. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is crazy.
Well, I'm saying,
but that's the excuse though. But I don't know, man. Like I said, we knew we was doing it, but because we didn't understand the hurt that we was putting on on what we were supposed to show more love to.
Nobody do. See, that's the thing. Nobody know what the future holds, but you do know you have a choice. Like you said, what did we choose to do instead of having a family moment? You said choose. And see, that's the knowing. The choosing is the knowing. The choosing admits you know.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
But
But what we did know, the amount of hurt that we placed doing what we did.
Who know? So how can that be how can that be a nigga excuse? Cause who do? Who know the future? Nobody. So nigga gotta stand on the moment you chose, not what you didn't feel the future. Yeah, nigga ain't nobody know the future. So, but the moment you chose and not standing on those moments in that way, it's like I say, when niggas be splitting them apples and oranges, you splitting shit that you know what I mean? You making shit different. And it ain't different. But what really is that in that moment you chose, you knew every bit of that decision. You didn't know the outcome. You knew that decision. And the thing is, you was making that decision against black people.
yeah,
And it's still on today. So I ask, so my question is why do black people hate black people? And I'm convinced in myself that black people hate black people.
yeah,
Just simple as that, bro. None of this violence, bro.
Can't seem to
My
get
history
nothing
on earth,
right.
in my history on this
Hey,
earth, violence has a history of niggas going outside the community doing none of this gangster shit.
yeah.
None of this gangster.
we just can't
None
seem
of
to
this
get
gangster shit.
nothing right, my nigga. Nothing right. Everything that's supposed to be neutral is not neutral no more. The little piece that we thought should still be neutral is not neutral no more. Right? That's how fucked up it is. That's how much hate it is. Because the only ones that's fucking it up is who?
Niggas going out and stealing. See, when they get out the neighborhood, fuck, I ain't even gonna do the comparison because I hate the comparison shit. But when they get out the neighborhood, they go smash and grab and destroy all the shit. And the thing is, one nigga represent a million niggas. In the light of anything fucked up. Anything fucked up. One nigga, million. Up, bro. So when they do that kind of shit is just for all blacks. You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing Caucasian people on the news talking about how they area and their community used to be this and used to be that, but now the smash and grabs is happening and all the crime, nigga. Who you think they saying? They just not saying with all the blacks and shit now coming around stealing everything and making it ghetto. It's just different word, but it's saying the same shit. And niggas don't get it. It's like all that shit and it's stupid because in the end of the day, you can't see the future. But you can get a glimpse at that shit by looking at a lot of the G's, nigga. Looking at a lot of the motherfuckers that could tell you some stories about having it all. Just stop and talk to some of the motherfucking winos in front of the store. That drunk bitch gonna tell you about how she was the baddest bitch out here, had all the niggas on her heels. She gonna tell you about some times.
Fuck you up. Fuck you up. On a real.
Exactly. But you gonna see that she couldn't see the future. But you can get a glimpse at that motherfucker. These females right now, the female broad, and again, she don't like black people. She did this, it's like she the female the video girl who got the AIDS now. Right? I don't know, I ain't gonna say her name, but she don't like black people because she went around trying to give a lot of our black celebrities AIDS, my nigga.
Wait, is this
Yeah.
Before not to cut you off, because I just heard something about something like this. Did she throw out some names already? Didn't throw out nobody else's, but okay. Wow.
So bam. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's when you know a motherfucker really got that hate for black people. That's why I feel like right now, nigga, you still banging to where you I don't, nigga, we can still bang. The hood can still be claimed. The neighborhood can still be rep. But why the fuck you killing black people? And I know, nigga, the old stories, but my nigga, before you grew up to be a thug and using a gun, they was telling you about a bunch of motherfuckers who took your people, enslaved them, and fucked them over. You ain't had no heart for that, my nigga.
No passion.
No, but right now you could grow up for a passion for the big homie who you didn't even know, and you would still ride on his name and kill a nigga for it because it reps the hood, and that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like niggas skipped the whole part where they said, man, we got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that slaved us one day and before, and we
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We still here chilling, nigga. We on a boat, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We popping bottles on the
talked about this. Right. I hear you on the real. That's crazy. That's deep. We just talked about stuff like this before. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. That shit really fucks with my chest, my nigga, about just how it's easy to see. Like, I look at nigga, you look at a brother and you can see that nigga, he have hate for you just because, my nigga. Just there's no particular reason for him to need to have hate. Jumped out. I'm at visiting my sister-in-law. My wife visiting her sister. I go to the store, go grab me a cigar, she rolls a blunt. Go to the neighborhood store, jump out. It's like, you know, and it ain't nobody I know. This would be a bunch of young niggas I know. Not say I ain't gonna say I don't know, but it's just, you know, they young. They, you know what I'm saying? So, but when niggas don't know you, they jump out. It's like, oh my God, did they walk up and they walk up and they can see, oh, okay, that's the homie brother, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The energy, like what? Like, if I was another person, my nigga, another black man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could have been lumps and bumps, nigga, robbing, nigga, all that shit. That's what's so crazy, and it's for what? Why? He didn't pose a threat. He didn't bang on you. He just walked to the got out of his car, walked to the. You know what I'm saying? Why do a black man?
But see, it go back to what I was saying before. Again, some stuff we didn't talked about in the past. It's like we feel we are easiest target amongst each other. Then we so quick to do something to like rob each other and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We start off by stealing toys from each other. You know what I'm saying? From toys to bikes to, you know what I'm saying? We figured it out. Oh, it's easy. I can get him. All right, you know. You ain't getting nobody else because you ain't around nobody else to get them, but you around your own. So that's how that shit started to develop a fucked up ass thing, a fucked up pattern, to where now it's like a tattoo that'll never go away. It seems.
Hey, because you know what? Truthfully, I sit back and think about all the times I done did something to somebody and pump fear in somebody. And I be sitting there like, damn, what if that was me? And it turned out to end up being situations where it was me. Places I had no business being, and niggas press me. And you know, it's like, damn, I did this to somebody, and it turned around and happened back to me. How does it really feel when the shoe's on the other foot?
Is that
Real
something
shit,
you ever
real
thought about while coming up, or you just did what you did and didn't care?
I did what I did at the time. I was doing what I was doing, not thinking about repercussions.
See, right
Then
now,
now, when the shoe was on the other foot, I didn't like the situation because it didn't feel cool. Now I sit back and I was sitting now we talking about it, and then it made me sit back and think about it. Like, damn, I was doing it to people, and then it turned around and happened to me. I didn't like it because it was not the rap got the gun, and the gun pointed at me. Guess what? It ain't cool now, is it?
Right. G2God
See,
said G2God said we was predisposed to hate our own. From trying to be the one to get in good, trying to be the one to get in good with massa over years of evolution, lack of knowledge. We gravitate to hate for one another without thought or cause. Janelle said,
right,
it almost seems like it was learned, that it was the norm historically planted in us.
right,
Facts.
exactly. Like an invented
G2G
tattoo.
Right. G2God come back and he say that's why I make it a deliberate daily action to show, accept, love, and greet all of our people in sincerity and consideration every day because I do understand why I used to hate. Man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Candy Rain, shout out cousin, how you doing? She say, some people are wise enough to know if you plant an apple seed, an apple tree will grow. I think black people were conditioned to hate each other. It's all a part of the big plan. It and facts. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? All y'all with y'all individual thoughts are saying the same thing, that this is something that we all know has been plotted and planted on us and became conditioned in us as a people to feel that we only deserve this and we will keep ourselves in this same um predicament because it's safe. I think it feels safe to niggas to hate each other. It's safe because you're so angry at other things. We learn information. You want to do things you can't do, and maybe you just feel safe to hate a nigga. I'm gonna say that's what niggas is doing. It's just safe to hate a nigga. We just the ones that can be killed and knocked off and nobody.
We the closest. We the easiest ones. You know what I'm saying? We feel we
We,
know
we
each other. We can get away with our shit.
we can hurt each other and not tell on each other.
Right? We disposable. We believe we disposable as well. She said,
Yeah.
I know some people don't plan exists. Um, get it though. I'm like, I get it too that some people don't believe that it was a systematic plan put in motion for us to be who we are. It's no different than a systematic plan that taught us A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. All this shit is a creation, you know what I'm saying, of man and structure of living, structure of apartment, tenements. All that shit was a plan before it was even, before it was a design and then it was a blueprint. And, you know what I mean? Then it was an experiment and then it become a project. And then you live in the projects and you don't come out them motherfuckers, and everything you need is in that project. These are experiments that come from a blueprint that started with a design that came from a plan. Forward and backwards, all the same. You just gotta be aware that you are in a motherfucking big ass jigsaw puzzle. This is a game. You know what I'm saying? I got, and I know some people can't grasp this, and I don't even know if my wife grasped it. No, like she probably was like, "Nigga, you crazy tonight." But I told her to close her eyes. You know what I mean? Close her eyes and keep them closed for a minute. And y'all at home, y'all can do this as well. Close your eyes, keep them closed for a minute. Now, when you doing that, you can't tell me honestly that everything in the room didn't just disappear. You wouldn't be sure enough in yourself to believe that everything didn't disappear because you truly don't know if it did or not. Your eyes was closed.
Yeah.
That's what it's like being born into a world where everything is already designed for you.
Yeah.
Where you wake up and what you eat.
Yep.
The way you go to school, how you learn, what you learn, way you learn, the way you go to bed, what you eat, everything, bro. Everything motherfuckers in this world, you think you doing something that you think you're doing? No, you're doing the plan.
Straight up.
You're doing the fucking plan. It's already been here designed for you to do it.
Yeah.
You're not creating nothing new in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts ain't fathoming nothing that they didn't let them words put together that can be mean what it means. That's fact.
It's deep, but it's real shit. And you got to pay attention to it in order to know about it. A lot of people think you're talking bullshit.
Yeah.
When you hear shit like this, right? You hear knowledge like this. I was one. I used to hear shit like this at a point in time. I didn't want to hear. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As you grow, you get older. You compelled to learn. I ain't gonna say you compelled to change because I mean that's up to you as an individual whether you want to do that. But I was compelled to learn, right? I was eager as well because at that time I knew I had time to do so. I'm gonna have to need to learn the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing. Just like damn, I can go back to it. I was saying I don't want to hear that shit. I can remember when he was still talking about it. I started. But now I'm like, wow, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit though. History, my nigga. Yeah. History. That's all it is. It's history. Your history, our history. History.
Yeah.
Real shit, bro. That's real shit.
I want to share something before we go out though. Go ahead though. I want to share just little things I had. I want to share with y'all, right? So right? And the Ukraine war and all that, Russia-Ukraine war. Do y'all know how much was spent since then, since the Biden administration and since this war been going on?
No, I don't, bro.
State 5.3 billion and wait, hold on. 5.3 billion in security assistance to Ukraine since the beginning of the Biden administration, including approximately 4.6 billion since the Russian war, unquote, invasion. Right? You hear all that bread, right? Share something else with you. How much do you think it costs to straighten out the homeless?
About that much.
$64,642 a year, nigga. The same amount it costs a prison.
You stupid.
Hey.
Nice one, but
hey, y'all been keeping.
Remember those numbers?
Can I ask y'all a question?
Wait, let hold on, somebody.
I'm asking you a question.
Let DJ finish, and then you can come in, and then we're gonna have to tap out with the people, man. But let DJ finish. Go finish that, DJ.
Remember those numbers I just shared just a second ago. So right here, what I was just speaking on about the homeless, under the which must be approved by the council, right? Must be approved by the council. The city will spend 2.4 billion to 3 billion over the next 5 years to provide 14,000 and 16,000 beds. Right?
14,000. You gonna spend all them billions for 14,000 beds?
Shit, right? And on top of that, right? They said must be approved. Must be approved when I just spoke on that, right? Prior to that. So now this. The nonpartisan legislation analyst office estimated it will cost 15 billion to 30 billion annually to build new homes in every low-income Californian who it needs.
We ain't so fucking supposed to. Hey, that's see, hey. Some of this, somebody gotta work. Somebody gotta still see that this shit can't just be given to you. What they gonna do after they get them? How much it's gonna cost to keep them in the motherfuckers if they don't go to work?
But
They'll
I
figure
didn't
it
know.
out.
Land at? Hold on. Where this
I bring.
fucking land at, bro? They go listen. If they pass this shit, they finna go build these houses in the middle with nigga
In the
devil's
desert.
coochie. Like, where's this land at? It definitely ain't gonna be in LA.
It's in the desert.
Arena and the Lakers arena and the football arena and the other football arena that's coming and the soccer ball arenas and nigga, that's money.
Right,
You talking money. Ain't
right.
nobody live here.
But see, I see. I understand. On that tip, yeah, you're right. But I bring those numbers up for a whole nother reason, right? We can come to this topic again because we can take it on that level. What you talking about right there, no doubt, because that's a whole nother topic. I wasn't even tripping on, right? But those numbers I just shared with you guys, right? 5.3 billion and 4.6 billion, right? That Ukraine then got all that bread, right? Just no vote, no nothing. You didn't hear me say nothing about it. None of that. It just went here, right? We got issues that don't cost us nothing but a few dollars that can easily be taken care of. But it got to vote it though. It got to be It got to be this. Why the money ain't in a rush to go to the places to get the shit fixed? Is that too much act right around here? We can't get that just yet, huh? That's tight.
Nope.
That might be too much like right, huh?
Because nigga, what's
But
gonna happen is even when that money come, it ain't gonna go to the homeless. You understand? Even when that money come, it ain't gonna go to the homeless. They already got $1 billion. What did they do with the $1 billion? We see a bridge. We don't see nothing for the homeless though. What did they do with that $1 billion, my nigga? They don't
that's
see
what I'm
they did
saying.
shit
See,
with that.
money get issued out, and people split it up among self and don't do what they supposed to. Again, don't matter what position in, whatever for. You can't put power in certain people's hands. You just can't do it. When you put it in somebody's hand that ain't never dealt with this position before, and and they seeing this check hit this check, coming hitting the table like, and all I got to do is what? Oh, I ain't got to do that. For sure, run that. Now the head is Jack in the Box now. Boom, and that's when they fall into the what you call it, launder, embezzlements and all this shit. When they fall into that, because they plan into a field they don't know nothing about. But they seen the lucrative, they seen how much bread come through there, and it's like, oh fuck that, I'm gonna run with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's some fucked shit right
there. Now, Smiley, you got the last shit of the day. What you talking about?
Man, how y'all feel about the China situation?
What about it?
I mean, it's like the tension is really getting up there. They got aircraft carriers and all these battleships, all the patrolling this one little, their little territory thing that China and Taiwan got.
Hey,
It's like,
all right,
it's like,
peep game. Now, China don't have no jurisdiction over Taiwan. Taiwan have a treaty with us. China have bigger issues. They wanted to go to war with us where they could have started doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't take Nancy Pelosi to go over there, to talk about trade issues or whatever the fuck she talk about, my nigga. You feel me?
yeah,
right.
Like she the first politician that stepped on their soil in 25 years.
yep.
Like don't know her reason for going to do it or what not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But gotta go. I don't think Nancy Pelosi is worth a war, and I think China just, you know what I mean, just just bringing their dick right
Propaganda
now. That's
talk,
all.
homie. Propaganda talk.
Because you know me, man. I look at it. It's like the battle of the bullies right now, right? Everybody trying to show who got power, who got the biggest toys, who got the longest toy. You know, thing.
It's
Ignorance.
already Smiley. They already know, my nigga.
But I'm saying,
Already
but
know what America do. Why you these people? Man, we'll come back with this Saturday, everybody.
yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you, these like this, my nigga. Remember when Mike Tyson was knocking everybody the fuck out?
yeah,
But when niggas got in the ring with him, that they was looking scared as fuck, like they just knew they was finna get knocked the fuck out because they knew he was finna.
On the
Yeah,
real.
that's
yeah,
what I like with America. They hate this nigga. They hate
yeah,
this nigga America. But dang nigga, he the biggest nigga on the yard. He done knocked everybody out. He done socked niggas in the top of the head, knocked them out, all kind of shit.
yeah,
Nobody want to
Right.
fight this nigga.
yeah,
They would love to fight this nigga. But don't nobody really want to take the chance and fight this nigga.
Right.
And that's what America is for these motherfuckers, bro, because they already hate them. They already
yeah.
hate them. I'm gonna read these two last quotes and we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. David Medina, he said, all that money could have been spent to solve America's issues. Facts. We got a lot of them. G2GOD said, this was to you, DJ. He said, you got to remember, whites take care of whites all around the world, and whites don't really care about blacks all around the world. It's easy to give Ukraine money. It's the white. It's easy to give Ukraine money. All the whites agreed on it. Facts, because Ukraine is some of the purest white people still that exist on this
Right.
planet. A lot of people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole equation of what a true Caucasian is. I was watching some shit to where when Indian people come out here, like Hindu people or whatever, they come out here, and mostly other races, America tell them they Caucasian, my nigga. They be like, I'm not Caucasian, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, like people was like they was telling us we had to be under Caucasian. Like Asian is becoming I ain't finna get my ass in trouble. Hey y'all know what time it is. So, it's your boy Cali Pitts. That was another episode of that Gangsta Conversation, man. Y'all know what's up.
Smart, love.
On behalf of Hood Good Distributions, Hood Good Records, my brother Big Prodigy, the rest of the South Central Cartel, the homies up above that watch over on this journey as we stay on this mission to get to where we gotta go. To the people in the chat, our co-hosts, man, I love y'all. We can't do this without y'all, so we blessed to have y'all here with us every show, man. That's what's up. So with no further ado, man, y'all know what happened. Gangsta Conversation was in session. Peace.
Love y'all.
Right.